Hello all, good morning. Today we will discuss the basic structure and its evolution. In the previous classes we have discussed the judiciary, particularly the Supreme Court, its composition and the tenure of the judges and the provisions which are inserted in the constitution to ensure independence of judiciary. In this way we have discussed many aspects of Supreme Court in the previous classes, and today I would like to discuss the basic structure and the evolution of basic structure. So before going to the topic, I would like to elaborate, or I would like to define what is basic structure. For every building, the basement is very important. So without basement or foundation, we cannot construct a building. In the same way, for the constitution, there are some foundational principles or foundational values based on which the entire constitution is framed. So these foundational values or foundational principles of the constitution are called as the basic structure or the basic features of the Indian constitution. Okay, and according to the Indian constitution, the parliament and the state legislatures can make laws within their jurisdictions. Jurisdictions means the area in which, or the extent of power, the area in which the respective organs perform their functions is called as a jurisdiction, right? So according to the Indian constitution, the parliament and the state legislatures can make laws within their jurisdictions, and the power to amend the constitution is only with the parliament and not with the state legislative assemblies. That means only parliament can amend the constitution. State legislatures are not empowered to amend the constitution, right? However, this power of the parliament is not absolute. What is the meaning of this? Not absolute means, though the parliament is empowered to amend the constitution, it cannot amend every feature of the constitution. Meaning it cannot amend the basic features of the constitution. That is the meaning of not absolute. Okay, and the Supreme Court has the power to declare any law that it finds unconstitutional as void. That means if Supreme Court found that any law which is made by the legislature is against the basic features or is against the basic structure of the constitution, then such law will be declared as unconstitutional and void, right? So as per the basic structure doctrine, any amendment that tries to change the basic structure of the constitution is invalid. I think you got the point, right? Then what is basic structure doctrine? Actually there is no mention about the phrase called basic structure in the Indian constitution, and also the constitution makers haven't mentioned about what are the features that are involved in the basic features of the constitution. However, Supreme Court of India, through various judgments, from time to time has evolved the concept called basic structure, right? So there is no mention of the term basic structure anywhere in the Indian constitution. So the idea that the parliament cannot introduce laws that would amend the basic structure of the constitution evolved gradually over time and many cases, right? So the idea is to preserve the nature of Indian democracy and protect the rights and liberties of the people. So what is the idea behind introducing the concept called, or the doctrine called, basic structure? The objective is to preserve the nature of Indian democracy and protect the rights and liberties of the people. Okay, so in order to ensure the nature of Indian democracy, or in order to preserve the nature of Indian democracy and to protect the rights and liberties of the people, the concept called basic structure is introduced by the Supreme Court, right? And this doctrine, what is the doctrine? Basic structure helps to protect and preserve the spirit of the constitution document. So what is the spirit of the constitution document? You can see the spirit of the constitution document in the preamble to the Indian Constitution. So preamble, what preamble says? We the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and republic, and to ensure to all its citizens justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. So this is the spirit of Indian Constitution. So basic structure plays a significant role in preserving the spirit of the Constitution. Okay. Dear students, I think you understood the meaning of basic structure and how it is evolved, right? And it was the Keshavananda Bharati case in 1973 that brought the doctrine called basic structure into limelight. That means prior to the judgment of Keshavananda Bharati case, there was no mention about the basic structure of the Constitution. That means it was the first case, or it was the first judgment by the Supreme Court which involves the concept or doctrine called basic structure, right? So in the Keshavananda Bharati case, Supreme Court held that basic structure of the Constitution could not be abrogated, means cannot be violated even by the constitutional amendment, meaning the Parliament is not empowered to amend the basic structure of the Constitution. If it do so, then such act will be considered as null and void, right? So the judgment listed some basic structures of the Constitution, right? You know, as I said earlier, the Constitution hasn't talked about what are the features of the basic structure, because basic structure is introduced by the Supreme Court. Okay, in Keshavananda Bharati case, Supreme Court has mentioned some features of the basic structure. Okay, what are those? Supreme Court said that supremacy of the Constitution, unity and sovereignty of India, democratic and republican form of government, federal character of the Constitution, secular character of the Constitution, separation of powers and individual freedoms. Okay, Supreme Court said that these 7 features are considered as a basic structure in Keshavananda Bharati case. So what does this mean? This means the Parliament cannot make a law which abridges these 7 principles. That is the meaning. That means the Parliament cannot make a law which abridges the supremacy of the Constitution, cannot make a law which abridges the unity and sovereignty of India, cannot make a law which violates democratic and republican form of government, okay, cannot make a law which violates the individual freedoms. So that is the meaning. That is the meaning of basic features, right? Okay, and over time, many other features have also been added to the list of basic structural features. What are they? Rule of law, judicial review. What is the meaning of this? Parliament cannot enact a law which violates the rule of law, and Parliament cannot enact a law which takes back the judicial review. And of course, in various judgments, Supreme Court of India pronounced that judicial review is the part of basic structure. Okay, am I making sense? Right. So rule of equality, harmony and balance between the fundamental rights and DPSP, free and fair elections, limited powers of the Parliament to amend the Constitution, right? And the powers of the Supreme Court under Article 32, 136, 142 and 147, and power of the High Courts under Article 226 and 227, right? So these features are also kept under the basic structure of the Constitution through various judgments by the Supreme Court of India, right? And so in simple words, any law or amendment that violates these principles, as I mentioned now, can be struck down by the Supreme Court on grounds that they distort the basic structure of the Constitution, right? Okay, in the next video, we will discuss the evolution of the basic structure concept. Okay, meaning we will discuss the judgments of the Supreme Court in various cases which led to the evolution of basic structure. Okay, thank you.